So going back to something that was once on my YouTube and got deleted, I'm going to work with a Tomahawk. This is a bearded axe, kind of about the same length and the handle's the same. But I like this one better. I took the river off. This is what it looks like. So two cultures I got the idea from with the Tomahawk was the Apache and the Cherokee. Now, most of the time, anytime you're doing anything, you gotta learn not to hit yourself in the face with your own Tomahawk, so you wanna train to just orient yourself that way or over this shoulder. And for retention, bring it in close, preferably this way. But it's pretty simple. This is a sky grip. That is a talon grip. And the Apache based a lot of their stuff off of, instead of water, but wind. So a lot of times they would come down. This would be a downward wind strike or cut, diagonal downward. And this is also a diagonal downward. And this would be a direct downward. A lot of times, because of the weight, you kind of be mindful not to overextend. Coming up, it's upward wind, diagonal, upward wind, diagonal, and then upward wind direct. And then, of course, there's direct wind, which is almost like you're punching it at the guy. And there's direct wind low. And with the point, you kind of stab it. And when you go lower, you come into the groin. And then crosswinds is when you come across to the face, or the head, or the neck. Then you got crosswinds to the body, and you go crosswinds to the leg. Now it's important to make a smile. We're going to make a smile, that's the trajectory. And then there's the rattlesnake, which is a direct, it's almost like a direct wind, but it's starting out. And then with the snapping turtles, more down. If they're low, if they're reaching, and rattlesnake is out. And to understand the cycling wind, it's if you're circled and you're either pivoting or you're running. It's called cycling wind. And if you're ever familiar with Apache traditional dances, the owl. So it's like that. Or it's done on one leg. Trying to remember everything I learned from Snake. I used a snake blocker, and that's been years, been a decade, so I'm trying to operate on memory here.